Do you ever find yourself gloom and doom and stuck and unsatisfied? Well, let's talk about that. Hello, hello, hello. I'm Reverend Sharon Renae, and welcome to this week's Sunday Inspiration presented by Spiritually Centered. And today I want to talk about getting out of that space of, I don't know what I'm going to say. It's like being stuck or being angry or being depressed. And it's like there's more and more depression that's showing up. And not that people have never been depressed, but we are in that place of really feeding our depression. We write out depressing thoughts and we have other people telling us, oh yes, I'm depressed too. And we get into these things about milking that depression. Now, I'm not saying you're not really depressed, and I'm not saying you can't be depressed. What I'm trying to say is, what can we do to shift that depression, or to shift that place of being stuck, or that space of being like, I don't have a life, right? And how do we do that? Well, it's not easy, right? Because especially when we're seeing all of how unhappy we are, and we're fighting against that. So I'm going to recommend that you do things that make you happy. And this is what I'm going to tell you. You are not here to suffer. You are not here to be miserable. You are not here to be stuck. You're not here to worry. You're not here to be unhealthy. You're not here to be poor. You're here to enjoy life and to take part in your expansion of growth. And from a spiritual perspective, this is really important. If you want your life to be different, we have to stop looking at the problem and start to see what it is that we want at the end, or what do we want. And so it's, if we want to be a little bit happier, then we can start doing a little bit more happier things. But I'm going to tell you, really give yourself permission to play hard, to, I don't care, color on your patio with chalk, to take an art class. But what helps you to enjoy life? What brings you that sense of that beauty, that wonderful thing that you can have in life? Because when the depression is so deep, all we can think of is the darkness that we're in. And so what I want to tell you is to imagine that if you're in the pit, there's a ladder out. If you're in the dark, there is a light switch. If you're in a box, the top is removed. If you're in a prison, the gate is open. Start to see that you have this opportunity to move, that the choice is yours, that enjoyment is yours. And it's not about getting approval from other people. It's not about doing what other people think you should do, because I would ask you, how happy are they, right? But to be in a state of joy is the most important thing in the world. And I'm going to erase that. I'm going to erase the word joy. Sorry, that's my word, because I like joy. But if you haven't had joy, that seems like a far-fetched thing. So it's enjoying life, or being in a place of enjoyment or contentment. How do you move from despair or unhappiness and grief to contentment? You start to look towards something different. You look to be open towards your growth, but you give yourself permission to try or do something new, something that you haven't done, or to go back as that moment of that little child. And when I was 5, what did I love doing when I was 5? Oh yeah, coloring, or making mud pies, playing in the dirt. What did I love to do when I was 7? What did I want to be when I was 8 or 9? What did those personalities want for you? What was that child telling you? And maybe that child was saying, I want to be an artist, or I want to be a queen, or I want to be a movie star. And then there was somebody else telling you why you couldn't. And so did you know those voices that told you all the reasons why you can't are still there in your mind, aiding in that restriction? And just to take a moment, when you hear that voice say, you can't do that, that's only allowed for rich people, or only special people can be a movie star. Only special people can be a journalist. Only special people, I mean, whatever it was that you heard, only smart people or people with a college degree or whatever it is. But it's like that was where they were coming from. But when you hear that, to say thank you for sharing, thank you, but now go away. That is no longer who I am. Allow yourself to be the butterfly that gets out of the cocoon and moves forward. And give yourself permission to not grieve one day, to not be in the wound of it. But in order to not be in the wound, you have to start slowly moving your way out. And give yourself permission to do that thing that you've always wanted to do. What's something on your bucket list, right? And again, it might be, well, I'm 80 years old now and I can't go to Italy. Well, I would say, why not? You know, get a passport. Start looking about 80-year-olds going to Italy, how to do it, right? And if you need a caregiver, say, okay, well, I'm going to take somebody with me to take me on all the places I want to go. So they get a free trip out of taking me. Why do we restrict ourselves? Why do we do that? Because we're told to be afraid. We're told that we're not good enough. We're told that this is as good as it gets. Break the mold on who you are today to grow into your divine self, because you are magnificent and you are God in expression, and all of those things that you really want, Spirit wants for you. Spirit will clear the path and pave the way if you just say yes. Yes, I'm willing to move forward. I'm willing to enjoy my life. I am willing to wake up today and do something that I haven't done before. I am willing to look forward to life and all it has to offer. I am an adventurer. I am a creative. I am an explorer. I am a writer. I am a photographer. I am a cartoonist. I am sacred. And until next time, namaste.